Well, hello, everybody. I'm Byron Belka, and I want to thank you for tuning in today. I know we have people tuning in from all different parts of the world. So, wherever you're tuning in from, thanks for joining us. Over the next couple of minutes, what I want to do is I want to show you why we're so excited about what's transpiring, how so many people all around the world are using this platform to change things for themselves. And one of the things that I've learned as I've been doing this, I've been doing and helping people see success and create freedoms in their life for over 17 years. And it was when I was 26 years old, I had a multimillionaire grab me by the arm and show me what to do. And I always believed that if somebody would give me a chance, if somebody would show me what to do, I would go and do it. I think most of us work hard at what we're doing anyway, but if you can do anything and put that same energy towards something that could set you free for that same energy and effort, I mean, who wouldn't do that? I believe it's time for the masses to win. And right now, there's an opportunity that the world needs more than ever before. And so why I'm so excited today is because I want to show you not only what we've been able to accomplish in the past, but what this can mean for you. What does it really mean for you? Because that's what's important. It's not about Byron. It's not about anybody else, whoever invited you. It's about how can this benefit you and your family? How can this create additional freedoms in your life? Because as I've traveled around the world, I've done business in over 50 different countries. We've done hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. And no matter what culture or country that I'm in, one thing that I've learned is everybody is dissatisfied with something. They want something a little bit better. Everybody cares about their families. They care about their future. And so with so many things that are transpiring in today's world, things are changing. And we can either get in front of this change and have it benefit us, or we can be left behind. And the infrastructure that we put in place for years is in place to help us right now more than ever. So if you have something to write with or write on, I want you to have it handy. Get back with the person that invited you. Get your questions answered if you have any. And hopefully by the time we're done, you're going to see why rain is an answer for so many people. So let's get into this, because before anybody really understands what this is about, you need to understand that this is bigger than one person. Okay, it's not about one person. Anybody that's seen success in anything, they found something that's bigger than them. And if you can help solve a big problem, if you can help be a solution for people, then success is attracted to you. Success tracks you down. And so what is this platform that we have? The platform that we have right now that we're utilizing, it's Seed Nutrition. Now you might be saying, well, what is that? What is seed nutrition? Is it fertilizer? It's a new concept, but it's going to the source of where all nutrition begins. And if you think about it, I want you to think about this. Before it was a tree or a plant or a bush, it was a seed. The DNA, the nutrients had to be in that seed for that seed to be a seed, for that tree to be a tree, for that plant to be a plant. It started with the seed, and that's where we're going. And we found that with what's taken place today, we're using this platform to do a few things. Yes, we want to give people better health. They need it now more than ever. Who doesn't want to boost their immune system and make sure they have the nutrients in their bodies right now? Okay, so we're using this as a new platform to give people dense nutrients that your bodies can recognize. Second, we're using this platform to be able to give back and make a difference and help people that can't help themselves. And third, what we're doing is we're creating an opportunity for people to empower themselves to create freedom. There's a new way to do business. There's a new way to set yourself free. And that's exactly what we're all about. And there's a few things that are allowing us to do what we're doing today that we didn't have years ago. And if you look at the world right now, okay, even though we have more information at our fingertips than ever before, we can Google something, we can look at something online, we're more sick as a global society than ever before. Anything that you can think of, and I'm not a doom and gloom guy, but if you think of an illness or a sickness or a disease or a chronic problem that's going on health-wise, I would bet that it's at an all-time high. There are more people dealing with it today than ever before. It's because our air's dirtier, our water's dirtier, our environment is more toxic. We have more chemicals in our foods. We have more chemicals in our clothes, in our homes. We have more stress in our lives. And even if we could eat out of the garden like our grandparents did years ago, that's not enough. Okay, with today's world, with what's bombarding us, we need dense nutrients that our bodies can recognize and that our bodies can assimilate, stuff that's not genetically modified. And so that's what we're about. That's what we're doing with this concept. And so with nutrition dying, it's not in our food, it's depleting in our soils. We need these dense nutrients, and the solution is right in front of us. A majority of seeds, where do they end up? Okay, I didn't know this years ago, but they end up in a landfill. They end up not even being utilized because you're going to get more seeds than you need for the next year's crop. And so we're taking something that would normally be thrown away, we're recycling it and putting it in a way where people can have their lives blessed because of it. That's what this is about. So seeds are a solution. Seeds are the answer. And if you think about it, if there are no seeds, we don't exist. No seeds, no us. That's how important it is. Without seeds, we don't exist. So we found that there's more nutrients, gram for gram, in a seed, 20 to 30 times more nutrients, depending on the seed, than any other part of a fruit or vegetable. So you can't really even compete with the dense nutritional value that you can find in a seed in any other way. And right now, with what's going on in the world, what we're doing is this is bigger than just a product. This is a concept and it's a category. Okay. You know, it's a category when you can ask the question, which one? So if somebody said, let's talk about herbs, you could say, which one? Let's talk about essential oils. Which one? Because it's more than one. And if you look historically at those companies that have come before that have had a category and not a product, they all have a few things in common. One, they've done billions in sales. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. Two, they've created thousands of millionaires from normal people just like me. I'm just an average guy, right? And then three, they've helped millions of people with their products. This is not Byron's opinion. These are things you can go validate yourself. And so what excites me about what we're doing is this is the biggest category nutrition has ever seen. And when I saw this, I joined this company as a distributor because of the uniqueness. Everybody else is swimming in this muddy water. You want to be doing something that nobody's doing. You want to be on the forefront of something that nobody's done before. And so when I saw this, even after all the success that I had seen, I'd never seen anything like this, and I'd never seen anything work like this. Now, I've seen rags to riches stories. I've watched people and seen people living in 10-story communist buildings that didn't think that they could ever have, a garden or a car or any of those things, or a real house. Yeah, I've seen people go from that to making six figures, over 100,000 US dollars a month. So I've seen a lot of rags to riches stories. But when you have people that are close to you that feel like parts of their life are gone because of how they feel, and they get that back, you can't put a feeling, it's a totally different feeling. You can't put a price tag on that. I have had people that are close to me have their lives changed. Out of all the nutritional products that I've dealt with over the years that I've been in this industry, and that's all I've dealt with is nutritional products, I have never seen something work as effective as seed nutrition. And so when I saw that and the opportunity presented itself, I went out and I found partners and investors, and we did an asset purchase. We purchased the product. Okay, why would we do that? Because we know, and I don't know where you're coming from or what your background is, but I want you to think of this. If you are in an industry, you know that industry. So if somebody comes and tells you something, there's not a lot of things that they can't tell you that you don't know. See, when you know something, you know something. And when I saw what this was doing, I knew this was going to be life-changing for the globe. The world had to have this. So to make a long story short, I went out there and I found partners and investors, and we did an asset purchase and the concept in the company. So I'm not just saying this, yes, I am an owner, but I'm not saying this because I paid a lot of money to say it. I'm saying this because I paid a lot of money, and my partners paid a lot of money, and we've invested years and years because we know, we believe what this is going to do, and we're seeing it already. That's why we're expanding as fast as we are. We are changing people's lives. And what we have with this category and this concept is more than just a category. It's what you call a disruptor. We're disrupting things and doing it in a way that just hasn't been done before. A disruptor isn't someone who necessarily invents something new. Airbnb didn't invent staying over somewhere beside your own home. Okay? Uber didn't invent taxi driving. See, that's been going on for a long time. They just dominated, and they were able to disrupt that industry. And there's a couple things, but two main things that I want to point out. How I believe they were able to do it, because that's how we're doing it. One of them is they were able to do this because of technology. Technology exists today that didn't exist a few years ago. They could not have done what they've done without the technology to back them up, without the technology in everybody's hands. See, it didn't exist. Technology empowers certain industries and it disempowers others. And what's transpired over the last few months this year, the thing we've all experienced, it's speeding some things up. It's forcing things to happen faster. What I mean by that, people were already going online. People were already trying to create apps for their businesses. People were already trying to purchase and order and do all these things online. Now companies are forced to. We've seen what would have happened in the last couple of months. It would have probably taken 5 to 10 years, but it's forcing everybody to speed that process up. And we're already there. This is the future. Technology is where it's at. It's not about just a brick and mortar location on a corner anymore. Okay. And I'm not happy with anybody being in a bad situation. But if you had a chance to be isolated in a certain location or have the globe, the entire world at your fingertips, where do you think the bigger opportunity is? Absolutely. Where you have more people, where more eyes, where more people can purchase and see and benefit. That's what this is all about. And that, the second thing that is so powerful with these concepts is, what did these other companies do that Rain's doing? We empower people. Okay. The people have the power. You can choose how much you want to do this, how much you want to work. Somebody can choose at Uber, how long they want to drive, how often, whatever they want to do. They can share it with people. Guys, we empower people. When you take out all the middle people, there's so much more money for the people that do the work. Okay? And if you want to be like a bank, the banks have figured this out. They have compounding interest working in their benefit. What if that same thing could happen with your work? How many of you are tired of starting over every month, every year after year after year, and starting over and not benefiting from what you did 5 years ago? Well, what if that could change? What if your energy and time could be compounded like a bank does with interest? So you can get paid not only what you did today, but what you did 3 months ago or 3 years ago. That's how I set myself free. It's all about residuals. It's all about setting things up. So you're going to spend your time doing things that pay you again and again and again, so that when a crisis happens, when change happens, you're not worried, you're not concerned, you're taken care of. Okay, this is the future. This is why we're growing like we are, is we are empowering people with the concept and products that the world has never seen in a model that is the way that the future is going to be done. Okay, we're just on the forefront. We're just ahead of everybody else. We just see it before the rest of the globe does. That's where you want to be. Those early adopters, those people that get it before the rest of the world gets it. That's what we want to be focused on. So if we look at our products, we look at, for example, Soul. We've done hundreds of millions of dollars with that product alone. How do you do hundreds of millions of dollars in anything when it's social marketing? It has to work. That's the beauty of it. You can't fake it. You can't hide it. If it's just people talking to people, if it's socially marketed, the only way it's going to work is if it works. Okay, and we've done hundreds of millions of dollars in sales just with Soul already because it flat out works. Okay, Core, it's a greens product. Okay, we're talking about wheatgrass, spirulina, chlorophyll, and aloe vera. All of these kale, all these greens that our bodies need. Now, one gulp, 30 milliliters. It's an individual packet. You rip it, you drink it. It's like a seed smoothie. You tell me what's easier. Get your kids to. I have 4 children. Okay, and I'm not going to get my children to eat and drink all these green smoothies. Okay, you would have to juice 7 to 8 green smoothies to get what you can get in 1 ounce of Core. That is the power of seeds. Okay, I'm not going to get my children to drink 7 to 8 green smoothies a day. I'm not going to do that. Okay, but what I can get them to do is drink that product, take 1 gulp of seed nutrition and slam that door shut. And as a parent, as a father, I can't tell you how empowering that is and how important that is to me to know that my children are getting the nutrients that they need just because they are taking seed nutrition, especially right now. See, that's about every single one of our products is that powerful. Whether we're talking about Bend for your joints, whether we're talking about Form, which is protein, whether we're talking about Pure, which is a pre and probiotic, Soul Red, Reverie skincare, everything is based on seeds, no artificial sweeteners, no chemical preservatives. We use a cold press process to push those oils out of the seed, press those out, and then we call it kind of a NutriFlour. We grind the husk into a flour so your body can pull those nutrients out and you can absorb that. Because right now, if you were to eat a seed, you're not going to be able to pull all those nutrients out normally because the seed and the husk is trying to protect that embryo of life. But what we're putting it in a way where your body can absorb it. Every single one of our products is that powerful. I could take an hour and just talk about one of the ingredients in our products, but that's not what today's about. Today's about just kind of an overview of what this is all entailing. And if it makes sense, then you learn more as we go. Okay, so just to kind of give you some third-party validation. This is from Brunswick Labs. Now, Brunswick is a foremost authority laboratory in the United States. And if it comes from Brunswick, you can trust it. So what they did is they did a study on live tissue, on live cells with our product. And what they found was the tissue and the cells lived 80% longer. Okay, now, right off the bat, you might not know what that means. And you think about it for a second. Our cells replicate and die. And through that process, your DNA breaks down. It's called aging. Your DNA is not as perfect today as it was 5 years ago. Okay, just like metal rusts through oxidation and through just being in the environment, so does our DNA, so do our bodies. It's called aging. Now, what if your cells didn't need to replicate as frequently because they were living 80% longer? You're giving less of a chance for your DNA to break down. You're slowing that down. You're slowing down the aging process. Now, I could probably stop right there. Do you know anybody that wants to age slower? Do you know anybody that would like to slow down that process? I mean, that's $1 billion concept right there. This is food. Okay, we're not here to diagnose, prescribe, treat, or cure any disease. Okay, we're not a drug. This is not a drug company. We are a nutraceutical company. This is food. These are seeds, but they're powerful. The miracle is the body, and if you give the body what it needs, it can do what it needs to do. If it doesn't have it, it can't do it. So not only is that one of the benefits, one of the other benefits is it lowered the inflammation in the cell by 80%. And if you know a lot about sickness and illness and disease, a precursor to just about everything negative is long-term inflammation, chronically. So if you can lower inflammation, just like you sprain your ankle, you want to put it on ice. Okay? If an athlete wants to heal faster, they take an ice bath. They're trying to get rid of that inflammation so they can heal quicker. They're trying to help their body. So we need to lower inflammation in our bodies. But this is food. So this isn't going to hurt the liver or the kidneys or the stomach. It's not something that you couldn't take every day and worry about a side effect. It's food. That's the beauty of what we're doing. It helps with weight loss. It's keto friendly. It boosts metabolism. It boosts the immune system. It's heart healthy. It helps you sleep better. I mean, excuse me. So many problems can be supported by just proper nutrition. Okay. And that's what I love. The body is the miracle. And because of this, we're in so many markets already. We're expanding. I think it says 30 plus. We're in 45 plus markets already. That's how fast we're moving. The slide's outdated. Okay. We're moving so fast because of what we have and what we're doing. It works and it's real. And so I told you that we wanted to bless people that don't even know who we are. So we set this up that anytime somebody joins us, we plant a tree in your name. So we've planted over 300,000 trees. Over 300,000 trees. Then on top of that, anytime somebody buys one of our products, we donate a portion of every cell to our foundation. We started something called the Seeds for Change Foundation. And we started this foundation because we wanted to be able to fund our own projects. We're not looking for donations. Now, that's one of the biggest complaints I hear from people that run a charity or a foundation is they're always trying to get funding. They always say, we could do more. There's a bigger need, but we just need more. See, the bigger we grow, the more we can do. And we don't want to just donate product, take some pictures and use it for marketing. We want to change communities. We want to change lives. So what we do is we go in, we build schools, we build libraries, we donate books, we help, with orphanages. We've gone in, we've even bought land and teamed up with another company so that they could build a workshop to employ women in areas where women could not find jobs. And we started with 7 women, and there's well over 100 plus women now that have a job. Their kids go to school, they have food. These are the types of things we do, whether it's bringing wells to villages that don't have water and digging those wells, whether it's helping with agriculture and donating seeds for people to be able to survive and live. These are the impacts that we want to accomplish and what we want to do. And that's exactly what we're doing. So that's the power of a lot of us doing a little bit. That's the power of setting something up at the beginning for it to do a particular thing. And it's not for a tax deduction. Okay, it's to change lives. It's in our DNA to do good, and we do good by doing good. Now, we live in a different world today. See this thing right here? Whether we want to admit it or not, this is where people are living. They're living on cell phones, right? Their faces are in them. And so we need to go where the people are, whether we like that or not. Social commerce is making the world so small. Social commerce is the future. That's where we're at. And so what we do is we teach people how to make some additional income by helping us get this around the world, by sharing something that you like you would a good movie, like you would a good restaurant. You find something that blesses people's lives. Don't you want to share it anyway? But how many people are compensating you for doing that already? Well, we're going to compensate you for that. And, I've been a distributor most of my life. So this is very lucrative in the way that we're being very generous, because when a distributor takes over a company like I did, one of the first things that we do is we change this compensation to be able to pay people more. It's like I said, I believe it's time for the masses to win. If somebody wants to work part-time, great. If somebody wants to work full-time, great. Big or little, anybody that wants to do something, they should be able to win and benefit. So let me go through this real quick. Now, just like the product and the science, I'm not going too deep into that. I'm not going too deep into this commission stuff either. I just want you to cover and understand the concepts of all the different ways that we throw money at people. Now, all about customers, right? If you don't have customers, nothing happens. So it's all about customers and product movement. That's how everybody gets paid. So what we do is we have a set amount of volume attached to every product. So for example, our flagship product, Soul, has 50 points. The reason we do points instead of dollars is because we're in so many markets. When one market's in euros, another market's in yen, another market's in peso, but it's 50 points no matter where it is. So let's say you're in the United States and you have a customer in Mexico City. That's 50 points. Let's say I have a customer in New York. That's 50 points. Customer in Malaysia, 50 points. We take 40% of that and we pay it as a commission in your currency. So in the US, let's say you had a customer in Mexico City. You get 50 points, you'd get paid $20 off that customer. You have another customer in you get $20. Another customer in Singapore, you're going to get $20 US. Doesn't matter where they're at. Think of that infrastructure that we've had to put together. And we do this every week. We pay every Friday. So if you have 10 customers, no matter where they're at in the world, you're going to make $200 that month and every month that they buy. If you have 20 customers, that's $400. That changes lives. What's easier? Going out, and that's not the first time. We pay every time they purchase. So if you have 20 customers and you're making $400, is that easier, or going and getting a loan to try to find a rental property, to find good tenants that don't trash the place, and you got to worry about broken this and that to make a profitability after your loan of a couple $100? Is that easier, or is just getting a couple of customers to take a product that can change your life? That's the beauty of what we have here. Okay, customers, we have people that make hundreds or thousands of dollars just off of customers. And we even give our customers a chance to get their product free. So if somebody likes our product, of course they're going to want to share. Say they don't want to do anything. I don't want to help be a partner or anything. I just want to refer a couple people. Well, if you get 3 people that buy the same product that you do, every time those 3 people buy, your product's free. Okay, it's set up to socially market. It's set up to go viral. That's what I love about this. Okay, now if somebody, also it goes and gets says they want to be a partner, they want to partner up with us, then they have a chance to do that. And when somebody purchases product and they're a RAIN partner, we have a first order bonus of 40%. So, and then when those people get people, they get 40%, but you still get 10 off of your people's people. Okay, but it doesn't stop there. See, we don't want to go wide. And I'm going to come back to this in a second, but we teach people how to go down. Okay, so you can build wide, and I've done that before. And that's tough because everybody's an island unto themselves. You want to work as a team. You want to benefit off of the talents and abilities of the team, not just you. So everybody has a left team and a right team. And once those teams are full, 2 people are full, then we have to build down. So the 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th has to go under the people we already have. So now we can benefit and work more as a team instead of individuals. And how this works is once there's 300 points on one side and 300 points on the other, that's a cycle. We pay $30 every time. I don't care if that was your person. I don't care if that was your person's person, 100 levels deep, somebody above you had to place somebody underneath you. I don't care. It doesn't matter. 300 and 300 is going to pay $30. Those are the cycles. And you can get paid in this scenario. Let's just say it duplicated just a few levels deep, 12 levels, two who got two. Now, it's never going to be perfect to who get two. Okay, but we have a ton of people that have way more than 8,000 people in their group. They have tens of thousands. So I don't feel bad about saying this, but I am going to put out a disclaimer here as well. I'm not going to promise you that you'll make any money because I don't know what you'll do. Do we have people that have made millions? Yes. Do we have people that have made nothing? Yes. All comes down to their effort. Here's what I can promise. If you do the work, we will pay. We've been doing that for years. So even though I'm not going to promise you can make all this money, we have people to do it. We have people that smoke these numbers. So in this scenario, if somebody had over 4,000 people on one side, 4,000 on the other, and everybody just had one box of Soul, which is not the case. A lot of people buy multiple products or multiple boxes. If everybody bought one box, that's over $20,000. But we don't pay monthly, we pay weekly. So that's about a little over $5,000 a week. Okay, but let's say that didn't happen. Let's say just 10% of that happened. Would $500 a week change lives in people that you know or for you? Okay, but we have people make less and we have people that make a lot more. That's what I love. You make over $30,000 a week just in this part of the plan. Okay, but that's not the only way we pay. So if we have your people see success, because you got this team, right? And we're paying these cycles. But if your people get paid on those cycles, those team commissions are what we call them, then you're going to get bonused on how your people do. Okay, and you can get bonused 7 generations deep of not people, but leaders. So everybody in between you get bonused on as well. You don't want to get bonused off of just somebody. You want a leader. So it could be hundreds of levels deep. That's the beauty. This is where you can make the big money. It takes time and it doesn't happen overnight. But we put the money where it should be. Help your people win. And as your people see success and see results, you make more money. So what I love about Rain is you're not going to have somebody that's making all this money unless they have a lot of people that are seeing success as well. Okay, that's the way that it should be. That's the way that we have it set up. So rank advancement bonuses. Okay, if somebody hits a level and they go up in rank because they have bigger volume, we call them levels ranks. Every time you hit a new rank, there's a one-time rank advancement bonus. And if you were to add up all these bonuses, it's over $377,000 US dollars. Okay, 377 just from this. Do we have people that have already hit triple black rain diamond? Yes. Do we have people that have hit double? Yes. Okay, so we already have had people do all this stuff. That's the beauty of it, is it's not hypothetical. We're not hoping it can be done. We're not believing it can be done. It's been done, and we're just getting started. And the world still doesn't even know who we are. See, and then after somebody hits that one-time bonus, if they continue to hit that, then we have a lifestyle bonus. So for example, if somebody hits Diamond Elite, okay, Diamond Elite, they're gonna get paid, a couple $1,000, $5,000, but then they come over here, they're gonna make an extra $400 a week every time they continue to hit that. So just to improve your lifestyle on top of everything else, on top of the customer bonuses, on top of the first order bonuses, on top of the team commissions, on top of the generation matches, on top of all, this is what you can get paid as well, just to improve your lifestyle. I just want your lifestyle to be improved. So we already know that technology is changing things. Okay, we already knew this before what's going on. Now today, it's more pertinent and more important than ever before. Because of what's transpiring in the world. This is so relevant today. And here we already have this infrastructure set up in all these countries. Could you imagine somebody trying to set that up right now with all the drama and chaos that's going on around the globe? We have it set up. We have all these things in the distribution points. We have all of it set up. Now all we need are people to help us go take it to the globe. And we have people doing it successfully, and we are changing lives. People that are looking for a side hustle. People are looking for a little additional income. People that are looking for better health, a better way to get nutrients. People that are looking for a way to give back and make a difference in people's lives. We have it. So there's really two paths people can go down. You can either become a customer. Now, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee on any one of our products if you try it for the first time. So if you don't like it, return it. We'll give you your money back. That's how confident we are in our products. Okay, but that very rarely or seldomly ever happens because they work. Or on the flip side, let's say someone wants to take the product, but they also want to use this platform. Okay, you see the opportunity that's here. You see the infrastructure that's here. And that it literally would take tens of millions of dollars to set up, because it did. It did. And we've done it. And somebody can team up with us. Let's say you want to become a RAIN partner. Now, what do you think that you would have to spend or pay to partner up with a company like that? What do you think? Just to buy in and just have an opportunity. Okay, well, here's what you got to do. Buy product. Okay, somebody wants to be and join us. Let's say you want to do this. We have a builder pack for just a couple $100, under $300. Okay, and they buy that product and they get full product. They get, it's all product that backs that up. And you also get access to a website. You get access to track sales. You get in all these different languages. You get access to an app to be able to do things online and to be able to do things just from your phone for a couple $100. I mean, think about that. Just to start an online business of anything, you spend more than that. To buy the domain and to have a website built and all that stuff, you spend more than that. And what can you really tap into? Now, somebody says, I want to do this a little bit bigger. My goal is, somebody says they don't want to just supplement income. They want to replace income. That was my goal when I started years ago. I just wanted freedom. I wanted to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. I wanted to be in charge of my future, be able to give myself a raise anytime I wanted to from my own effort and not be held back by somebody else that thought that I was worth it or not. Okay, that's what I wanted. And if somebody wants that, if that's you, then I think the kit that makes more sense is probably the Pro Kit. Now you're going to spend closer to $600 for product. Okay, and with that, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to make more money faster, because it's hard to sell from an empty wagon, right? So we have it. We show people how to do exactly what you don't need to reinvent the wheel, but we can do it a little bit faster. Even that amount of money. I mean, you probably couldn't even start a window washing business your own legitimately for less than that. See, that's why it's crazy. People can tap into an international opportunity with a category like no other for a couple $100. Our most expensive, they let people come in with, is our elite or our super elite kits. Now, our most expensive one, you're going to spend, closer to $2,800. Okay, but even then, I mean, a legitimate business. I mean, people go and they spend more for training on that. They'll go spend more for mentoring, go into a workshop than giving you a full-fledged business in how many languages and how many countries. You're basically just getting more product at a discount to be able to make higher profits. So whatever level somebody wants to do this, that whether they just want to be a customer or they want to supplement their income, they want to replace it, or they're after financial freedom, we have a pack and we have a path for you. And when somebody comes in with the bigger packs, we give some different incentives. Somebody with a pack, and we're going to give you an additional 50% on those team commissions the first 90 days. So instead of having 300 and 300, and you get $30, 300 and 300 is going to give you $45. If somebody comes in with the bigger packs like Elite or Super Elite, instead of the Elite pack's about $1,500, the Super Elite's about $2,800, but you're going to get double. So instead of $30, you get $60 for every cycle for the first 3 months. If you come in with Elite, Super Elite, for 6 months, you get it doubled. You commit more to us, we commit more to you. You say you want to move faster, make more money quicker, we want to help you do that. Okay, so we're going to give you some of those jump starts. But here's the thing. I've seen people win at every level. So I'm not going to tell somebody what to do. Just how fast do you want to go and what do you want to do? We have that pack. So you're looking at this and you're probably thinking, okay, Byron, I like what I see. I see the potential. I see that this is something that everybody needs. I see the demand. But you might be saying, but can I do it? I mean, so here, let me help you answer that question. Have you ever sent a text before? Have you ever sent a video, a link? Have you ever done that before? Because if you do that, you can do this. With the app, we show you exactly what you need to do. You can do this. You're not doing it by yourself either. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We've already done it. You have millionaires that are willing to train you on how they did what they do. Okay? Instead of having to spend thousands of dollars somewhere else just to hear from a millionaire and get some ideas. You have somebody here willing to teach and train you and show you how to do your business. We work as a team because we have your best interest in mind. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to do this by yourself. But here's what you do need to have. You need to have a desire. I can't give you a desire. You got to have that desire. You got to be teachable because you're going to need to learn a new system. And it's simple. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's simple. And then you have to be willing to be consistent and follow a system. And if you can do that, there's no reason you can't be like others. The sky's then the limit, depending on how far you want to go, what you want to do. So the question is, what do you want to do? Okay. You can obviously see a lot of things are changing in our world. Are you in front of them? Do you want to get in front of them? Do you have an opportunity like this? One of the next times you're going to have in your life where all these things are going to line up like this. The stars have lined up. We got a category, and a category that everybody needs right now. We have it set up to have an international opportunity. When social media and social commerce is bigger than ever, everybody's going there, and we're already there. We're perfectly positioned to take advantage of this timing. Now is not the time to try to figure out a business and try to get something started. You're going to miss this window of opportunity. Right now is the best time to do what we're doing. We've seen record-breaking month after month after month, the last 4 months in a row, when other industries and other companies are floundering because of what's going on right now. And I'm not happy about that, but it's just a fact. That's what's going on. We are in the right place at the right time, doing the right things that the world needs. Okay, so if not this, then what? If not now, then when? So I just recommend you get back with the person that invited you. Get your questions answered. And hopefully we have a chance to meet in person when we're all getting together again. But I just wish you all the success. For things to change in your life, you have to change something. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same result. And change is inevitable. Get in front of these massive trends. They can make not just you. This is a legacy company that we're building. I want my grandchildren's children to be able to benefit from this. Okay? This is that big. When you're dealing with a category, it's not going to disappear. And we're here at the right place at the right time. So get back to the person, get your questions answered, and join us. And I look forward to being able to train you on how we do what we do, because we have these trainings in place as well. And I just want to wish you all the success. And as we always say here at Rain, it's time to make a difference, and it's time to go out and make it rain. I'm Byron Belk, everybody. Take care. We'll see you.